Alright guys, now if you've ever wondered what's so special about Digital Design subwoofers and why they're so expensive and highly rated, then check this video out. This is an entry level 1000 series 12-inch subwoofer. This can take 350 watts as a minimum recommended amplifier power, 600 watts RMS for music and 1200 watts peak. Here I have a blown example, which I picked up from a job lot, obviously being given too much power, as you can see from the coil here, which is nicely blackened. Nice little black colour there. So that needs a recomb, but I thought I'd take the opportunity just to take one apart and show you the build quality and what makes these so special, because I had such a blooming job getting this thing apart. Literally, usually speakers come apart nice and easy, pulling at the surround, bit of knife in the suspension, but no, this was a nightmare. So first of all, you can see that to get the surround off was not an easy job. The glue that they use on the surround and the suspension is mental. Literally, usually you can just sort of pull away and you get the glue to come apart. With this example, you can see here, I've actually had to almost take the rubber layers apart. Can you see there? It's actually still glued to the basket there. That's just literally different layers in the rubber that have just come apart. And the glue's all still kind of round there. So that came off, but not very cleanly. Now secondly, you know about the direct leads. These come in here, they're tied there, and then literally the glue over here is so thick. You've got so much glue going from there to then the woven tinsel lead here. I mean, this stuff is solid. It feels like metal, the black glue when it's dried. There was no way in hell that I was getting this surround away from the basket at the edge here. You can see where I've tried to kind of take it away from the basket so I might be able to fit it back in the future, but nope, not happening whatsoever. You can see that even when I try and pull this, I just end up ripping the suspension even more. Now suspension actually is something to talk about as well. Very, very durable suspension. It's like really kind of tough. It's lovely. It's not like a kind of soft woven material. It's very, very stiff, very difficult to break. And in an entry-level model, not only do you have direct leads, you have dual layer suspension, which is a different kind of thickness. You can see this one's more sort of floppy underneath, probably providing some of the nice soft suspension, and then this one at the top here preventing the woofer from going crazy when it loses its rear wave pressure in a ported box. So these are designed for ported boxes. Basket material very, very sturdy, not lightweight at all, and Digital Designs don't put any fancy pants stuff around the magnet. It's literally just solid magnet there, so although it may look small, it's probably the same size as a lot of oversized magnet woofers you see around. Now not only is the Spider dual layered with the black and the orange, it's also double thickness. It's obviously two sort of spiders that are then stuck together, woven together. That's two thickness there, and also the black second suspension here is also dual thickness. You can pull it apart like this. It's like got two suspensions there that are woven together into one. So you've almost got like a kind of 4-layer suspension there going on, with the orange having 2 layers of its own and the black having 2 layers of its own. I mean, that provides a proper stiff suspension. I mean, that's mechanically indestructible. This is not ever going to come apart due to over excursion or anything like that. This is so solid, this build. Now the voice coil, although on this one it is blown, is formed on proper metal, so proper metal former, really nice quality, and the gap which the coil sits in is a very, very tight gap. Now a tighter gap generally means better sensitivity. The power you're going into the coil is actually getting picked up by the magnet, so it moves a lot more for the power that you're giving it. Cone material is very nice here. It's not crazy bobbly and bumpy. It's actually really well formed. You've got a foam surround on here. Foam versus rubber. There's a lot of kind of arguments between foam and rubber. Foam tends to be a little more fragile to putting screwdrivers through and things, but foam lasts longer. Rubber tends to kind of get old and break up and stuff. So fair selection there from Digital Design. Some of their higher end subwoofers and older subwoofers use a rubber surround. They've moved on to foam now by the looks of it. You've got a dust cap here, which I will never try to get off, because again they've used that super goddamn black glue on the dust cap there, which I'm going to get off. So overall the build quality from their entry level subwoofer is extremely good, and as you can imagine it only gets better the higher up the models you go. This is a 1000 series 12 over there. in the corner in the dark, I've got a 3000 series 15 motor and a working 3000 series 10 inch, which probably has even more suspension going on and things like that. There you go, just a little insight into Digital Designs and their super duper build quality.